Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Niamtu, LoveThatFace.com, and today we're going to inject some Belotero. Now this is a brand new filler in this country. It's been used in Europe for some time. It's made by MERS, who are the people that are making Xeomin, which is the new neurotoxin that is on the market. This is a special filler for several reasons. Number one, it's got a double cross-linking, and that's kind of a complicated word that just has to do with the manufacturing process, and that's why it lasts a long time. And there's a couple things though that are really special. Number one, you can inject this much more superficially. And with some of the other hyaluronic acid fillers, when you inject them superficially, you get a blue tinge that can show through the skin. That's called a Tyndall effect. And you don't get this, or get it as much, from what I understand, because of the cross-linking process. And this is actually made to inject very superficially. So we're going to inject a patient here in the tear troughs, and so this patient presented a couple days ago, and we injected her with another hyaluronic acid. So she's got some bruises. She was taking Advil, and she presents today after stopping that. Now we've gone back and we've injected Belotero here on this tear trough, and we've done it very superficially, as you'll see, and you can see there's no blue tinge or no Tyndall effect. She just has that residual bruising. So again, here's our Belotero. It comes in a clear syringe, hyaluronic acid, and we're going to inject this, and we're going to inject this much more superficially. I'm going to lift up on this needle. You can see how superficial that I am. I'm going to inject this much more superficially than we would your traditional hyaluronic acid fillers. And because of the ability to do that, you can use less product because you're putting it closer to the surface. So usually when I'm injecting in this area, I don't go above the orbicularis oculi muscle, but in this particular case, I'm injecting subcutaneously, really. Some of it's probably under the muscle. And so what we do is we inject a little bit, and then we'll put some Vaseline on here. I think massage is extremely important. Even without her Advil, she's a bruiser. So we're just going to fill these areas. And it's a nice feeling not being as worried about getting this too superficial and having to deal with the Tyndall effect, or that kind of blue area that shows through the skin. And the massage is so important here. So unfortunately we got this little bruise which is kind of masquerading, but I think you can see that we're getting a nice result here in the tear trough region with this superficial injection of Belotero. So LoveThatFace.com, Dr. Joe Niamtu showing you the newest Belotero here, and Belotero Balance, and we're going to inject this little wrinkle right here. And again, the big difference with this was a lot of differences, being that it's double cross-linked, and the particles don't reflect light. We talked about that Tyndall effect, but is the superficial nature. And when we teach people to inject this, you have to keep reminding them to stay up in the dermis. And you know, when we talk about intradermal injectors with other fillers, really a lot of it is subcutaneous and in different tissue planes, but this is designed to be extremely superficial. So with some of the thicker fillers, or those designed to be injected deeper, when you inject an area like this, the problem is you just get a big line there. And so this is kind of a new option in this country, and it's going to be exciting, I think.